Hello, it is Wednesday and it is the month of April, so we're doing plant-based raw. My name is Rachel Detroit. I'm a life coach and I'm a plant-based chef. So I specialize in focusing on whole food plant-based cooking because it's an aspect of the 6 aspects of lifestyle medicine. And once we optimize these 6 aspects, sleep hygiene, substance intake, social connection, stress management, physical movement, nutrition, substance intake, we can optimize our life. So today we focus in on nutrition. Every Wednesday, we're visiting a new plant-based topic. So, not every Wednesday, every month, right? So I'm developing a curriculum, right? Because I am a teacher for the past 8 years, right? A teacher at heart. I'm developing a plant-based curriculum around different studies, different lineage, different cultures, whatever the case may be, to explore different areas of plant-based cooking. And this month, the month of April, we're going in on plant-based raw. We have some folks coming in. Welcome. Sam Makes It Simple on YouTube. Hello, glad you're here. Today we're going to get into making raw tacos, right? And we're going to use a seed mixture. It's so often that we see nut mixtures, right? Like the walnuts. And so I decided to switch things up a little bit. And so I'm going to use the seeds, right? And I'm amongst the seeds, I have here Brussels sprouts. So we have our cruciferous vegetables, and believe it or not, your Brussels sprouts carry some omega-3s and 6s. So your Brussels sprouts carry some of your omegas, so get those in. We got cruciferous vegetables, so I have purple and green cabbage chopped here. I used my chopper. It's a Mueller chopper. Oops, let me not get wild, but it's one of these guys. You just put the food in there, chop, 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 so we go quick here. All right, I'm squeezing a lemon, not a lemon, a lime. All right, and then we'll get right into it. My supplies here, right? There's not much cooking going on. Actually, there's none because it's all raw. So I got my food processor. I got my avocados here. I got my citrus. Let's jump right into it. All right, so for my seeds, hi Janice. It's always nice to see you. All right, so let's get into this. For my seeds here, I have a half cup of each, right? And we're just playing with this, right? It's a game. Life is a game. Cooking is a fun game. So I got half a cup of each. Sesame seeds first. All of this, all of these are raw seeds. You have to look to make sure they're not roasted, right? We're wanting to stay with raw food, right? And so why don't we incorporate 1 to 2 raw meals a day, a week? You know, let's just jump into it, right? So a half cup of raw pumpkin seeds, and then I have a half cup of sunflower seeds. Ooh, do I love those. And wow, they are good. Okay, so we got the seeds in here. And so I'm going to add avocado and tomato in this mixture, right? So it's a little spicy. So I'm going to add my avocado. I have 1 whole avocado. I'll throw it in there, and then I have an avocado to top it with, right? As like, one thing about the raw food diet, I'm just eating all the things. I'm fully embodying it, right? Because I'm a coach, and I want to experience what this does to the body, and the mental challenges that go along with it. And it is a mental challenge to not cook, to not eat cooked food. You don't have grains in there, and then your body does different things. So my body's bloating, and that's normal going to a raw food diet. It's wild here, the weather. I have all the windows open. It's 72 degrees in Detroit today. Why? No clue. That is like just so unique. So unique. The weather is so unique. All right, so I got my avocado. I should have gotten this done in advance, but I didn't. That's okay. I didn't realize it was so serious in there. Make sure I didn't leave any avocado skin. All right, I'm going to throw a whole entire avocado in here. And then I'm going to throw a tomato in here. I have 1 tablespoon of raw chili powder. You can use any raw spices that you might have. Um, and then I put in here some coconut aminos, 1 tablespoon. Those are what the raw people are eating, coconut aminos. When you look at the recipes, they don't use soy products because they don't eat, well, I don't know why they don't use soy products. Just following suit though. All right, let's get this tomato in here. It doesn't have to be anything super crazy. I'm just going to chop it up. Something beautiful that would be so delicious in here that I don't have, that I didn't buy, would be cilantro. Wow, that would be so good in this mixture. All right, so I'm going to throw this tomato in here. And then after we zip this up, the only thing we have to do is assemble. That's the beauty of raw cooking. Assembly. I have jalapeno here, so if you wanted, I was gonna use this to top, but let's spice things up a little bit. Let's see what happens. Throw a couple slices in there, right? All right, I'm gonna process this. Ooh, it smells so good. And it's gonna be like a wet mixture. I have a whole tomato, a whole avocado, right? So I'm just kind of playing with it. What a beautiful combination. If you had some cilantro, throw that in there. We got stuff in the chat. Oh, cool. You guys know each other. Stephanie. Hello, Stephanie. Let's see. Mentally struggle with overt fats because their dogmatic opinion of low-fat fruit or starch-based authorities. How do you suggest to challenge a belief and explore the potential of seeds and nuts? All right, so in the whole food plant-based world, there is, right, a lot of people turn to the whole food plant-based diet, and we're talking about these exterior opinions about the way we eat and the fats. I think that's what I understood. Clarify me if I'm wrong. And so the whole food plant-based diet, we just got to know what we're in for. The whole food plant-based diet, the raw food diet, these are diets that are meant to combat disease, overall their initial intention. And so the whole food plant-based diet combats diseases like heart disease, cholesterol, blood pressure. So they're primarily low in fat. So oftentimes there are people who are following it for that, and that's where like the anti-fat movement, if you will, comes in, because actually it does a lot of really good stuff for disease. And if you don't have those diseases, if you're not worried about that so much, you know your body, and you have to be able to accept and take the fats. You know, fats are good for you. There's nothing wrong with fats. All right, I'm going to zip this up. Let me know if it answers your question. That was a question that came up on YouTube. All right. Wait, it says off. Oh, duh, it's not close. I'm like, wait. No! Getting wild up here. Wow, it looks great. All right, I'm going to pull it down. I'll show it to you guys. I'm going to use my spatula to scrape down the edges, and then we're going to assemble these beautiful lettuces that I have. And man, I went to a couple stores to find them because the more I read about raw food eating, it's really important. Wow, wait till I show you this mixture. It's really important to the quality of your ingredients is crucial. All right, I'm going to show you this. I might zip it up. Wow, it's wonderful. I just want a spoon so I can spoon some out and show it to you. And so this is considered raw, right? And always, you know, nuts and seeds in moderation. Wow, and it's got tomatoes, it's got avocado, it's got a half cup of sunflower seeds, half cup of sesame seeds. If I can get this lighting a little bit this way. Got, without destroying the whole situation. Hopefully you can maybe get a better look in there. So we got that going on. All right, I'm going to just give it a taste. It's so good. I don't get why I don't do raw eating more often. It's so simple. Oh my goodness. It's like a pate. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. And I made that, huh? Just wonderful. I'm going to go ahead and add the citrus now. So I've taken a look. It's not too, it's dry enough, right, for me to add citrus. I don't know why everything's all tight to open. I'll just pour it through the spout. All right, so I got some citrus. So this was my lime. I'll zip that together and then I'm going to assemble. Beautiful. All right, so each month I'm going to, with the curriculum, I'm going to make a plant-based course. So this month, my course will be plant-based raw. I don't know why this is so tough. I dropped it on the floor and then I broke. It like broke. And then I was like, well, you don't want to have to buy a new one, not until Black Friday. This is what we're working with. Patience. What I really want to do is just smash it. But I can't do that. Open. Okay, we got it, I think. Come on. It's like the gold is in there. Got it. All right, beautiful. So I have this wonderful nut mixture, or seed mixture. There are no nuts in here, so it's got a tomato. Let me show you. It's very pate-like. It's very wonderful. That's going to be our filling. That is going to be in our lettuce wraps here. Beautiful. Just wonderful. All right, so I went all over town. I went to 3 different grocery stores looking for this lettuce here. Because, you know, the more I read about it, raw eating, the quality of the ingredients really matter. And I just had a really hard time finding romaine. So I found this green leaf lettuce here, red leaf lettuce. Because my intention was to do romaine boats. And I just went everywhere and I asked, I'm like, so do you have any? Oh my God, and I'm such a snoot. When I'm like, so where's the romaine? I mean, I'm such a veggie snoot. I'm just like, hello. Hello, I'm Rachel, and I'm here to pick up your vegetables. What do you have? All right, so I'm going to set out some of these guys. We're going to fill them up with our mixture. Let's do 4. I'll do 4 on camera. Fill them up with our mixture. Don't forget, I have the chopped up Brussels sprouts here, and I have chopped up cabbage, so I'll fill that in there. I have tomato. You can add avocado if you want, right? So doll it up however you want. Make it exciting. All right. So that's what really this whole food plant-based eating is about. It's about what feels good, you know? Everything in moderation. You can always, right? You can always turn it up a bit. Maybe you need to cut out the grains. Maybe you need to cut out and try different things. Most of us, we embark on eating this way because it's the optimal diet for health. So I got to sharpen these knives. Like every time I use them, I got to remember that. The reason we embark on this journey, we're all searching for health, right? This is why we know each other. This is why we're here. So we can always turn things up a little bit. All right, so I'm going to do a tablespoon in the middle of the seed mixture in my tacos. There's a raw food restaurant close by that I love going to. It's called Try It Raw. Every time I go there, I spend like at least $60. I never go out to eat though, rarely, and when I do, it always costs me at least $60, and I'm the only one going. I don't have a date. Does anyone want to go on a date with me? Just kidding. But it's always like $60. But I get like a raw juice. I get a delicious raw food. It's really lovely to take myself out like that. All right, so I have my seed mixture. I'll show you guys one. So good, so tasty, so good. It's got a jalapeno in there too for the spiciness. All right, I'm going to take some of these Brussels. So I'm going to make this really nutrient dense. That's why I have the Brussels here. That's why I have the cabbage. And don't be afraid to eat it, right? Like, don't be afraid to get full. Beautiful. And then I got some tomatoes on top. And then how am I going to lift one to show you? So I'm just assembling here. If you have extra avocado that you wanted to put it. If you have, you know, tomato that you want to put it. You can put, you know, any type of vegetable you want, whatever you have. Cilantro would be fabulous. What would you put? Drop it in the chat. Let me know what you would put. What would you add to these tacos? Maybe cumin? Maybe you're into the walnuts. A good source of omegas, really good for your brain. All right, I'm loading these up with cruciferous. I'm throwing the tomatoes on here. They're beautiful. These are beautiful in color. They're very diverse in color. It means I got all the colors of the rainbow. These are things I tell my clients. We want to eat the colors of the rainbow. We want to diversify our vegetable intake. These tomatoes are getting rowdy. It's because my knife is not sharp. But we're going to use it anyways. Cutting a tomato that's like kind of ripe with a dull knife is just a splatter mess. But it works. All right, cool. So here we go. This is it. I'll bring one over closer to you. It's rowdy in here. Let's see. We got some stuff in the chat. Cashew cream. Would that be raw? Yeah, it absolutely would. So we could make raw. We just use raw cashews and make a cashew cream. Maybe you put lime and cashews. I don't usually ever make it. A lot of people make that though. That would be real good. I'm going to hold one up for you guys. One of these tacos. Okay, it is messy, it's wild, but this is it. This is our taco. So you wrap it on up and jump on in. So that's our raw seed taco. You could put them on lettuce boats. You could put it on cabbage. You could put it in any way that you want, really. So we're on this raw journey together. We're eating more foods. We're incorporating more raw foods. It's normal for the bloat to happen. It's happening for me. My fiber is off the hook, but I'm hungry all the time. I'm like, what is this? But I feel really good. So my name is Rachel Detroit. For April, we are jumping into raw food, raw vegan food. If you bought the raw vegan bundle that I was selling in February, or if you bought it from me or one of the other vegan foodies out here, there is a lot of raw material in there. You got something from Raw Food Romance, a lot of things. And man, it's really valuable information. Her stuff is wonderful. Check it out. We got Raw Chef Yin. They're both on Instagram. They're both on Facebook. They have really good stuff. This is a place to explore, the raw food area. So check it out. I'm going to have the last Saturday of the month is going to be our raw food class. I'm going to keep the classes, making a structure, keeping them towards the last Saturday of the month. We'll see how that goes. All right. Take good care. Thanks for watching. Have a beautiful Wednesday evening. Bye. See you next week.